said, "Hey, you should movie about color pretty soon," and I said, "Yes."
And that's the interview.
That
Thanks,
is,
everybody.
yeah.
We've had some fun. Always a pleasure.
That's life. This is a war.
There's an obligation to talk about the workout regime that you've got to go
Is it an
through.
obligation, really?
Look, as somebody who has a very similar physique to you
Okay.
in this movie,
It's not for use for them.
yeah.
Got it, cool.
Because they look at me and they want to know.
Gotcha.
They want to know, how does he do it?
I'll help you out.
So look, I gathered on the first one, no body double.
No.
He never had a body double, right?
No.
Yeah, right. So you are obliged on almost more or less 3 or 2 times a day working out, 6 days a week, strict diet, and you also had to learn how to box.
Sometimes you gotta just do it. You can't think about it too much. You know, you just got. I'm a sink or swim type of guy. It's like one of those things you just kind of throw me in there, and either it's gonna go amazingly well, or you know, it may not so much. But no, honestly, the first time around, just kind of like looking back, I think my motivation was like Rocky IV. You know, and looking back at those physiques and like what they were doing. I'm like, look, if I'm gonna come out here and we're trying to do something that a lot of people may or may not accept, we gotta like make it undeniable. So like that was the kind of, and then listen, you're gonna be immortalized in film. You're gonna be sitting up there on these big screens, and if you don't come correct, you will be embarrassed for a really long time.
And it's a franchise to end all franchises. Like this is a big deal for a lot of people.
Exactly.
I gather that, and I know it's talked about many times, but Sly started this tradition of you have to take a real punch to
Yes.
get hit once a movie, right?
Yes.
Tell me, when you're directing yourself in a movie you're producing, that maybe you could give yourself a break, because directing yourself to get punched, that's a bit of a head trip.
So much fun. So much fun. I mean, this is like, I mean, I'm sick now, so like I got it. So I got the bug. So now it's like, hey, listen, like let's just go. Like I know it's gonna make it look so much better.
Yeah.
And any opportunity we could to that, you know, within the reason to really go for it, we definitely did. You know, and finding new ways to take real punches was another way to go. So
What's the new trick?
specific moments in the fight that I found ways to take real punches that wasn't a traditional on the chin.
Okay, yeah. I will say there are some beautiful shots of your sweat, slow-mo, bouncing off your back. Is that sort of from your anime love?
Yes.
Talk to me about how anime informs the way you place the camera and shot the movie.
So usually in anime, you know, when the protagonist and antagonist are fighting, physically they're trying to take each other's heads off. They're trying to kill each other. They're trying to win the physical battle. But emotionally, you know, they're usually someplace quiet. And they're talking about how they feel, because fighting was the only way they can communicate with one another.
Tell me though, if you were a total layman, you've never seen anything, you've never seen, you know, Neon Genesis, Evangelion, you've not seen a thing, what are your go-to, here's what you start suggestions?
One Piece, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter. That's a pretty good starting 5.
There are some outstanding shots in the previous films as well. I think there was a 2-minute or 2-round fight.
Yeah.
It was one single take.
Yeah, we did a one on it.
And you did it 13
I
times.
said 13 take. Yeah. You good? Yeah, it's 13 take. No, I mean, at that point, you're exhausted. You know, you're just like, hey man, let's hope we got it. But we're fine tuning it every take. You're fine tuning it. You're missing, you know. And then, yeah, it was awesome. And that's, you know, I love Warners. You know, and being around whenever we can, we try to like, you know, build in on Warner somewhere. So that was something we were really proud of.
I'm slightly obsessed with the idea of you directing with gloves on, with a mouth guard in. Were some of your best directions, obviously physical ones, but also
and then getting into more of a conversation. But you know, when you're in the rhythm and you're in the mode, you know, I can direct by acting.
Jonathan Majors is a bit good, isn't he, though?
I mean, you know, he's all right.
When
He's fantastic. Unbelievable, man.
When you push those $20 bills, I don't know what they are, in front of him at that diner, it's electric. There are some moments where you go, we got it in 2 takes.
Do you believe that was the first day of shooting? That was the first scene we ever shot.
Shut up.
Yeah, that first one. I wanted to set the tone with the two of us. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to like set the tone day one of the movie, that the cast and crew, that this is what the movie that we were making, and this is what it's all about. So I felt it was important to get that one like first thing out there.
You were shooting this in Atlanta, and I think the last time we spoke was for Without Remorse.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked you a very sneaky question, and you quite rightly stopped me. And it was, how are you letting people down gently that you're not going to be in Black Panther Wakanda Forever?
Mm.
And you're too wily at Fox to fall into that trap. And he said, I'm not doing that. How does it feel now to be able to talk about it? And how proud are you of making it work so well? Because it was so good, and the flames in that room.
I mean, yeah, it was. I just feel blessed to be able to honor Chad, you know, in a real way. You know, that movie was for him, you know, and to like, you know, honor him by moving forward meant the most to me, you know. Obviously bittersweet because I would love to have, you know, been able to work with him one more time. But I think the cast and crew and Ryan, he did an incredible job evolving and adapting and making a story that honors him and pushes the franchise forward. It was something special.
When Ryan came to you with that, you must have gone, that is genius. I can't talk to literally anyone about this.
No, I mean, he didn't even, you know, that was probably the one movie that, you know, as long as I've known Ryan, that he's been the most kept close to the vest.
Okay.
For a slew of reasons, you know, so I was genuinely surprised at the film because I didn't know a lot.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. So people would ask me things and I was like, look, you can hook me up to it. I know I said it before. I know I said I didn't know and I was lying. I lied to you back then, but right now you can hook me up and I would pass it for sure.
My final thought for you is this. What does this character mean to you? And I know this is a big question,
Yeah.
but in your heart, what does Creed mean to you?
8-9 years playing this guy on this Creed has become a place for me to grow on screen and to release things in my personal life. I was able to, you know, insert and talk about themes and feelings and emotions that I might have struggled with and growing out of, that I was able to have Adonis go through. So I think he represents evolution for me and change and freedom.
To me, I want to hark back to what you said earlier when you were challenged with the physical attitude of the physical requirements, and you just said, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's Creed to me. He's just going to do it.
Love that.
I nearly said something about the end of the movie.
Thanks. You held it. You held it tight.
He's going to do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate
It was a pleasure, Michael.
Sorry, man.
Truly, thank you.
Appreciate you.